Hey everybody, welcome to Champ and Sons, and here in our next tournament following Bubba Champion and his PGA Tour career as we play through PGA 2K21. And right now we are going to be here in the fourth round of the Summit Championship at the Cloudcrest Country Club. And we're going to take a quick look at the leaderboard right now. As it stands, we are in third place, trailing by 7 shots. Round 3, the wind was kind of rough on us, and we weren't able to really read everything a whole lot. So we did finish 1 over, but put together okay first round with the 69, and then an excellent second round where we fired a 9 under 63. But the 1 under yesterday kind of knocked us back. So we are within 7 though. And I've seen comebacks from further back than just 7 strokes. But it is going to be tough for us to do. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into it here at the Summit Championship. And we're number 6 in the point standing. So we should be solid to get our tour card after this. As you can see, this is the last tournament in our Korn Ferry season. So let's jump on in and see how we hold up on the course today.
2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. We're here at the Summit Championship. Today's coverage is about to begin. Delighted to have your company for this final round action. Luke Ilvey alongside 2002 PGA winner Rich Beam. And Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
In the top 5 starting the final round, so it's been a good week, but it will only be a successful week if they get the win come day's end. Lots of golf to be played and some good opportunities ahead.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited.
And we are going to approach this tee here at number 1 to start off this final Sunday at the Summit Championship. And we're going to be trying to battle with the wind today. It seems like it's not blowing as strong as it was yesterday, but it is something that's still going to have its impact. And we did put a little bit of hook on the ball, but the wind straightened us out, and we are able to blast that one right down the middle of the fairway. Thankfully, we did have that left to right wind blowing. That prevented us from being in the trees and the rough, and gives us a good second shot here from about 157 yards out. But with this wind and the elevation changes, these are not as easy as they look to be.
Chosen the 7-iron.
We do put a good swing on it, and it's just right where we kind of needed it to land, and that ball will take a good bounce to the left and roll right up to the pin within about 10
of all the shots
to
that I
12
like the
feet.
most, that one ranks right up there.
And we do have our first birdie opportunity of the day, and we are sitting right at about 10 feet away. Now we've been pulling our putt some, so I do give it a little aim to the right, but this time I follow through with a straight putt, and we just miss it right there on the right edge, leaving us with 2 feet left for par, and we will sink that par putt, keeping us at 11 under for the tournament after 1 hole. And we are in 3rd place. We are in 3rd by 3 strokes over Paulson, but we do still trail by 7 to Mr. Lambert. So now we step up to the 2nd hole, which is going to be a pretty decent sized par 4, not very long, but that little bunker in the middle does kind of mess with us. Round 1, I was able to bounce it off that bunker and launch it over, but this being the final round, I'm going to play a little bit safer and hit my 3-wood. And we do get a good, solid, straight drive on that one, using the wind to our advantage to kind of help push us out from behind those trees a little bit. And we got a nice, straight, dead-on second shot to the hole. We are hitting into a 7-mile-an-hour wind, so we need to try to make the adjustment for that. I want to, since I am going to hit a wood, I'm going to put a pretty decent amount of loft on it. But also some spin to help it kind of land a little bit softer. Once again, another power swing, just about the right strength on it at 97%. And with it being a wood, it will roll some, but that still lands about as perfect as we could ask for. And once again, we have our second birdie opportunity of the afternoon. Sitting here at 9 feet away from the pin with a right to left break. We're going to go ahead and get that sided up real quick. And it's one of those things, you got to be careful with how much to the right you put it, because I moved it a little too far on that one. And miss on the edge again, leaving myself with a little 3-footer left as we knock the par home. And we will remain at 11 under for the tournament and even on this round so far. We do maintain third place solely as we just keep pretty much our position as it is. Now we come to the third hole, a par 4. I wouldn't say dogleg to the right, it just veers to the right with some water and traps on the left side. So need to be careful with that wind kind of pushing it to the left. But hopefully we can use this wind to our advantage actually and help us get a little bit extra flight over that bunker. And we put a good shot on it, put a little bit of cut to it so that way it curves with the fairway. And that wind does give us the push we are needing as we will roll this one up just short of the light rough and maintain our shot in the fairway, bringing us to about 90 yards here on our second shot. And if we can put a good swing on this, that'll give us a great opportunity for birdie again. And we get ready with our sand wedge. We put a good swing on it, not too powerful, but not too soft either. And it's going to land, and it will stop right at about hole height. That's exactly what we were needing it to do. And what a great shot for us, giving us, once again, our third birdie opportunity of the day. And eventually these will start falling. That has been kind of my struggle recently, is following through and executing these. But not on this one, ladies. Oh, it did. It lipped out. I could have sworn I thought we had that. And we are going to get another par putt on that. I thought we had that birdie. But instead we end up with the par and will remain at 11 over, holding steady in third place, being 7 shots back behind Lambert and 3 shots off of second place. Sorry about that. So now we come to the fourth, a 170-yard par 3, but we do have the wind and the elevation changes that we have to compete with on this shot. So I take my 7-iron, and I'm thinking that maybe we can get it reached, but that wind just has a greater effect than what I thought it would, and we will plop that down on the beach as we will have to try to hit a gap wedge. That's how buried we are in the sand on this hole. Try to get our gap wedge to put a nice soft shot up right by the hole. And we do get a decent shot out of the bunker. That will give us a good attempt at par, but we've been missing these putts all day. So this one does have me a little concerned. And I'll pull the putter back, and we will get it to drop this time on that left edge as we stay even for the round, maintaining 11 under for the tournament. And that will kind of be how looks like our story is. We're just not able to execute as Lambert is following through and is 20 under for the round, or for the tournament, while we remain at 11 under. And now we have to start kind of thinking about going for it. So on this par 5 fifth, I'm going to take the driver off the tee, using the wind to my advantage. And we are going to see what we can do about possibly putting a little bit of cut on that ball and setting us up perfectly with a second shot to be able to go with it. And we do land it right in the middle of the fairway. Once again, we are excellent off the tee as we have been all weekend. Now with our second shot, only 220 yards away from the pin, maybe 230. But once again, the elevation of the green is something that's going to have a drastic impact on our ability to reach it. So I do still take the 3-wood, knowing, however, the best I really want right now is to do the smart shot, and if anything, set myself up for a pretty decent third shot chip. And we get a good roll on that one as we put a little bit of draw to it, and it will go into that just at the light rough edge, but setting us up once again excellently.
And here we are with the third
on
shot.
This round, giving us a nice little pitch shot for eagle. This is a makeable shot. You know, we haven't chipped in all that much, but these are definitely makeable, and eventually, as always, they will start falling. And we almost go a little too hard with it, leaving us 8 feet left for the birdie here on this par 5. And we kind of aim our right to left break.
I like the look
Get
of
it
this.
aimed up, and we just don't hit it this
Right by
time.
the hole.
And the ball scoots to
And
the
with
left
that,
side
we
of the
can go and
pin,
put a par
leaving
on
us
the
with
card.
1 foot as we drop that
So
par
after that
putt.
hole, this
And
is
that
what
has
the
been the
leaderboard
story
looks
of these
like.
first 5 holes. Missed
Trailing by
opportunity
8
after
strokes
missed
now after that hole.
opportunity. But we do stay at 3 under. Lambert dropped a shot is at 19 under. I said 3 under.
Here
We
are
remain
at
in
the
3rd
6th
place
hole.
at 11 under for the tournament. Now we come to the 6th, another par 4, kind of winding around some bunkers and some trees with a little bit of water that's not going to be really coming into play for us. We do have a left to right wind that's kind of changing as we aim. It's kind of blowing a little differently, but it's maintaining more or less left to right. So we do put some
This
cut
looks to
on
be a
this
fairway
ball,
seeker to me.
and it will be able to land right in the middle of the fairway. We get it to kick left, which is going to be a little rough coming around that tree here on our second shot. That's what we were trying to
Playing
avoid,
this shot
but just
from
not
around
able to pull that one
120
off.
yards.
And so now we're looking at taking a pitching wedge here for our second shot. We do switch to the 9 iron because we're going to have to put some loft on this and put some spin to it. And we want to make sure we get everything aimed
Choosing
up
the 9 iron
properly
here.
with that wind. And the wind does end up pushing us a lot further right than what we were hoping, but we stopped the ball in
nicely
the
played.
middle of the green.
Outside chance
And
of the
once
birdie,
again,
but a
for the
2-putt
6th
here
time
is
today,
still good.
we have ourselves,
Now,
or
long-range
really,
putt
I guess
coming
the
up
5th
here.
time
Be
today,
good
we
to
have
make a bomb,
ourselves a
wouldn't it?
birdie opportunity. This time from 34 feet with about a 1 foot change in elevation, so we have to be careful with the speed on this because we don't want to hit it too hard, leaving us, with another 8 to 9 foot comeback putt for par. So I kind of make my adjustments, and I draw the putter back, and we give it a whack. And it looks like it's tracking really well,
This one looking
but just
really good.
not quite hard enough.
What they say, never
We're
up,
not
never
able to
in.
get it to the
Downhill
cup.
putt, and
The lesson
sometimes you
of
think it's
never
gonna
up,
run out
never
more than it
in, we
does.
do
Just
not
couldn't
follow.
quite
It
figure
is
out
something
this
we've
time.
been taught ever since we were a child, and we just let that one go.
Not a bad line, this.
But here for the par putt, we
Nicely
do drive
home.
that one home.
And for par.
It's again still maintaining 11 under for the
He's currently
tournament,
sitting in 3rd.
and
we are sitting here in 3rd place after that 6th hole at 11 under.
Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Yeah, I'm not really hoping for a hole-in-one on this one. Jesus. I'm just going to give it a roll. This thing is too far for me to really focus on trying
Go
to
with a 3-wood here.
get a hole-in-one.
Any
Let me
bounce
just
to
get
the
a
left here would
decent
be
chip
helpful.
shot. That stayed on.
And he's safe
So
on the
I got
green
a
with that
heck
shot.
of a putt coming
There's
up.
a long way, but I tell you what,
Ooh.
I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Look at this break. It's pretty consistent. Doesn't seem all that harsh, but I'm willing to bet it's going to be. Alright, giving it a roll. Oh, get in the hole.
Ooh,
Ugh,
thought that
just
had a
close.
chance.
Knocking them all
This is a par
short.
putt. In she goes. Let's hope it
Okay,
does.
that'll do. That'll do. Even through
Sitting
7,
at
still
minus 11
hanging on to the
overall.
11 under. I've only got 3rd place locked up by 2 strokes now. I need to kind of start working on getting some birdies here and making that.
This hole's a
look little
tough
bit better.
two-shotter. A long
I don't
par
see
4.
catching up by 8 strokes to even be tied for the lead at this point. So I'm really just playing for 3rd, hopefully maybe 2nd. And with a tee shot like that, I just need it to hang on and stay in the fairway. Tee shots like that, I should be able to eventually work my way up to 2nd if I can start putting better.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday.
Similar approach
Will
to
they have the
yesterday.
same results today?
Alright, so my main thing is I really just want it up on that ledge. I don't want to have to come down, so I'm going to risk the coming off to the, maybe being a little bit short. I would rather just, land up on that flat part is my primary concern.
Opting for the 9-iron.
And I need it to hold. I should have had some spin on it, but I need it to hold, and it does.
A quality shot, that.
Okay, we got it holding on.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
All right, birdie putt. As you can tell, once again, major slopage. I'm going to give it to about here. It doesn't look all that steep, but it's really consistent is a problem. Not enough. Not enough break.
Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par
coming.
never hurts. And down it goes.
And we'll drop that par. But one more par, we'll finish up with a 36 on the front
Now
9.
8 shots back after
And
that
playing
hole.
pretty decent for this round compared to how we played the last round. But we're 4 back from second place, and we're only got a 1-shot lead on Paulson.
Ooh, bold play here, going with the chief.
Need to
off the
make
tee.
up some space somewhere. And I have a feeling this might be the proper way to do that. Put some draw on this bad boy.
Wow. He let
Got
the
a
big
hold
dog
of
in on
that one.
Woof.
Woof. Let the big doggy is what they're trying to say. And that's going to roll right there in the middle of the fairway.
Time to take their
312
approach
yards.
shot into the 9th.
Here we go. Par 5, 3-wood. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna put some fade on it, actually. I know that sounds a little counterproductive, but I think with that right to left wind, I can get it to push it to the left some. Let's hope we avoid that bunker, because I kind of did pull that shot. And we did, just not that bunker either. Ooh, still in the fairway.
Absolutely flush.
That's going to set us up to get a good third shot onto the green.
Getting ready to play there.
And hopefully be set up for a pretty decent birdie. Pitch. I'm not really feeling the pitch, but I guess so. With the wind and the elevation, what about right here?
Going with the pitching wedge here.
I gave it full strength, and
This
that
one
should
might
be
need to get down a little.
ooh, right
This is a
next
ball
to the
striking
pin.
clinic. Yet
That's where that
another
one
green and
landed.
red here.
Well, the practice
All right,
is
this is a
paying
good
off
chance
here,
for
Luke.
birdie.
This player is
I
relentless.
think we can do this. All right, here we go.
It's got a chance.
Center cup,
Always
first
nice to
birdie
hold
of the
for a
day,
birdie.
coming on the 9th hole. Shooting a 35, front 9,
Our leader
12
is up
under
by
for the
4 shots
tournament.
now.
7 shots off the lead. But hey, we actually maintain third place because Paulson
Welcome to this hole.
is
It's a
at
par
11
4.
under also. All right, par 4, 10th. Little right, left to right wind. Shouldn't be too much of an effect. And we get a good solid
That should
front
find
to
the cut
back
stuff.
swing. Lots of power, and that's going to be right there set up beautifully in the fairway for us. And that ball is just a rolling, just walking and on down the
Second
middle.
shot
For
here on the
330
10th hole.
yards on that drive. Slightly into the wind, just elevated. I'm going to bet I could probably go full swing on this and get a pretty decent shot. That's what I'm going to go with.
Looks like they're going with the pitching
Good
wedge.
swing.
Oh, good
Get
looking
it
shot
landed
here.
up on the
That's headed
green.
towards the green.
Oh,
Well, that's
stayed.
well
It
played.
stayed.
It sets up a
Okay.
good birdie look here at the 10th. He hasn't managed to
That
birdie
will
this hole
do.
this tournament.
That will do. I haven't birdied this whole damn tournament. Dang tournament, sorry. Whole dang tournament. Haven't birdied it until now.
Tracking.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I don't know if y'all know. I
Three feet to go here to the
rarely
hole.
ever put a good straight back and forward putt stroke, but that time I did and I missed. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Well hold.
But
Let's move on.
hey, once again, got the par. All right. You wonder how I shoot 1 over on a day after
He's in a
shooting
share of
9
third
under.
place.
The wind is killing me. Now we're tied for third, 3 strokes off second, still 7 strokes off the lead,
Let's see what happens here at the 11th
and
hole.
we only have
They're needing to make something
8 holes
special
left.
happen, and I can't think of a better opportunity than now on
All
this
right,
short
that pin
par
is
4.
at the back, but we're hitting into the wind. I'm going for it. I'm going to put some loft on that and some spin. Let the wind kind of stop me before
Well,
I
this
go
is a
into the
good
water.
risk-reward hole. Looks
That
like
was
they're
a
taking
good
plenty of risk
shot.
here. Going for the green.
There's that ridge in the middle of the green. If I can get a kick to the right, I may be able to roll down that ridge, and I don't get my kick that I was wanting.
Got all of that one.
So I'm on the
Using all
green,
power
and I have
to
an
try
eagle
and take
putt.
it deep
but
under
look
par.
at this.
Gotta love it. Taking out the big stick and going ahead and walloping it right onto the green.
There's not a whole lot of break to it. All right, here we go. more to the left. And now we're going to put the putter to the ball. Came up short. I wasn't going to make it because the line wasn't proper, but
Always
I've
nice
had
when you
putts
can just
roll
go
off
ahead
the
and tap
green,
one
so
in for
that's
birdie.
why on something like that,
And
I'm
after that hole,
super
this is how
careful
the
with it.
leaderboard looks
So
right now.
it just
And
happened to
staying
go
right
that
where
way.
they were in today's rankings after that.
All right, Paulson dropped a shot, so we're now solely in third place, only 2 strokes behind Glenn Paul for second.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Now we're 6 strokes off the lead. Ooh. 4 hybrid. It's going to make it drop at about right around here. With that wind, hopefully it pushes it slightly to the left. So here we go.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
I pulled that a little bit. Maybe I can get a lucky bounce. At least just get me up and not in a bunker. Oh, it dropped down into the bunker. Way down
That's not
into
the
the
outcome
bunker.
they were after.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Not so at this occasion. Idiot. Alright. So we're pretty buried down deep. It's probably going to land right about there. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a full swing. With that lie that we have. Maybe just a little bit to the left because I think it's going to shoot off to the right some. It did, and it put us on, thankfully. This is not an easy putt.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't
God,
think this is going to happen.
not enough
but you know
break.
what? I've been wrong
Not
before, and
enough
it could
break.
happen again.
And the putt
I like how
drops,
Rich
and
B
we're moving
has
on.
no faith in me whatsoever. Now, he was right. Don't get me wrong.
Our leader is
Okay,
currently
he was
enjoying
correct.
a
I didn't
full
make
stroke
the putt.
advantage.
But jeez, dude could show a little bit of faith, bro.
You've arrived at a par 5.
Looking to
All right.
bounce back
Heading
after that
into a
bogey at the
7 on our
last.
win. I don't
That
think it's
was a
gonna
pretty.
stop us too
Hopefully,
much.
this one is better.
Yeah, bogey on the last hole, par 5. This should be setting us up pretty decent to try to get another good birdie opportunity. And a good solid swing off that one. That ball is going to fly down the middle of the fairway. All
You
right.
like that, didn't you? Second shot
Set up
here on the
good.
13th.
The 3-wood. The wind's going to stop us a little bit, and the elevation is fine, as long as I don't get in that bunker that's right there on the right side. That's my main goal at this point. And I pulled it some, so with that wind, I don't think I have to worry too much about that bunker right now. And we're set up perfectly
And here we
for
are with
our
the
third
third
shot to the pin. Pitch. I don't want to pitch it. Let me try something else. Ooh, can't splash that. I guess pitch is really what we have to go off of. With the elevation. It's only the third shot. I'm going to give it almost a full swing, just not quite. Lots of spin on it. Hopefully we get that stop. Boom.
Nicely done.
Hole high. Setting
Nice to
us
see
up
this
for
one
a
go
good
down.
birdie.
Let's see if they make it.
Let's see if they make it.
It's on a good line.
Boom. Center cup.
And with that putt, he's bounced
El
back immediately from his
birdie.
previous drop shot.
Par birdie, bogey, birdie.
Now 5 strokes
Okay.
behind.
I'll take it. 2 under for the day. Only 5 strokes off the lead. So we've got a pretty decent chance.
Let's
Maybe
see what happens
if
here at the 14th.
Lambert can screw up enough, we might have a shot. Ooh. Where's that coming from? Ew. Put some draw on this bad boy. That's going to land probably right around here, but with that wind, that'll push it up some. I think we got this. Here we go. Going for the gusto. Miss the trees. Let the wind push it. Oh, I didn't think about that tree that's going to be right up there slightly in our way.
Well,
That's
a handy
okay.
shot.
That's okay.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. 5
Pitch.
shots off the pace.
Why would I pitch it with my 9? Well, I like a good bump and run, don't get me wrong. Alright, so if I can get it to land right about there. Put a lot of backspin. A little bit extra lofty. Here we go. 9 iron. Roll just slightly. Ooh, beautiful.
That's right
Beautiful
out of the
birdie
copybooks.
opportunity.
Exquisite.
I just
Made
gotta
birdie
read
on the
this
last,
right.
looking for a
doesn't look
second
that
in a
hefty.
row here.
But for 2 birdies in a row, here at the 14th hole. Brings the putter back, and I leach it forward. Oh, and it drops in
So
on the
that's
left
back-to-back
cup.
birdies.
Left side of the cup.
I like it. 2 in a
Beautiful
row. He's feeling
round.
it.
Beautiful.
Currently
Back
14
9.
under
We
for
are
the finish.
dominating. 2 under on this side. Now we're only 4 strokes back, ladies and gentlemen.
The
with
honour is
4
yours.
holes to go.
Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
And we got a decent par 3 coming up. I think I can get there with the 6 iron. Put lots of spin and loft on it because the wind is at our back. Here we go. Needing a good shot here. A little powerful.
That might be one club too many.
And hard. Give me some spin. And it doesn't. It didn't roll nearly
Good
as far
shot
as
there.
I've seen him roll before.
Oh, this is a long way from downtown, but you're closer. John, what's he got in front of him?
I think right
About 23
here
feet to
should
the
be
to the
good.
cup, guys.
Maybe 24-foot distance. Here we go. Bringing the putter back. There it is. Solid. Solid.
Was on a good
And
line.
I missed.
And this one is for his par.
Okay.
And
All right.
that puddle
Was
drop.
able to at least drop the par. So got that going for me. Still at 14
Our
under.
leader
3
is
holes
a
to
couple
go.
of shots up at this stage.
Only 4 shots back. If I can get 2 under in the next couple holes, at least get tied for second.
We have a par 4
Make
on
me
this
feel
one.
a little bit better. Going with the wind. I'm going to put some fade on it. Let that wind and the shape kind of... It'll probably land normally right around there, but I think I can get it to get some good roll with that fade shot.
Needs to make a move
Oh.
soon.
Pulled it a little much. You can tell it's not coming around like I had hoped it would. And it's going to stay... Let me stay on the left side of the fairway. Left side.
Wonderfully played.
All right,
Time for
our
the second shot at the 16th.
See, 8-mile-an-hour wind. I don't mind hitting this one right here. I'm going to put some spin on it. Here we go.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
The wind
He's got
carried
this
it.
thing dialed in here, looking good.
Oh, right by the cup.
That's well played.
Yeah,
Anything
that
on
was
the
a
green
pretty
from
good
there was
landing
fine.
zone. Rolled a little further than I would have
And
liked.
this has been
but
a
hey.
hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event.
But I've been able to take advantage. Yeah, this isn't the easiest hole to take advantage of. I'm going to aim about that much distance. I'm going to pull the pin this time. Just not enough on the break.
Just didn't drop.
Not enough,
putt
and I
for
pulled
par
the
coming
putt
up.
just slightly.
Well, that hole's behind
Oh,
us.
that time
What a
once
play.
again we parred it out, parred that hole. So 2 holes to go, 17 and then
Trailing by
par
4
5,
strokes.
18th. Trying to at least get 2 shots closer to tie, get in a tie for second, or maybe at least separate ourselves from Paulson.
Let's see what happens here
where
at
we
the
maintain
17th.
third solo.
They're trailing heading into the short par 4. Do
All
they
right.
take it on?
I got
to
some
layup?
decent wind
How
in my
much
back.
do they trust their swing right now?
I'm going
Find
for
out.
it. This will make or break us for the round. Good solid swing.
Looks like they put a good swing on
I
that
just
one.
need it to land
That should
proper.
find the short stuff.
Oh yes. Oh yes, sirree, Bob. Not quite on the green.
Time for
but
the
close
second
enough.
shot
I will
at the
take
17th.
that shot. All right. Here we go. Stop it right next to the pin. Beautiful,
Just
beautiful
4
on
feet
that
remaining
pitch.
between him and the hole.
All right. Third shot for birdie. 14 under, trying to keep myself in third or even tied for second. Here we go. Pulling it back.
That was a
Shanking
gallant
the
attempt.
putt. I shanked it. You've
Well,
got
this would
to
be
be
a good
kidding
one to
me.
make. It's for par. And
Oh, there
down
wasn't
it
really
goes.
hardly any
Let's
break
head to
on
the
it, but I
next.
could see that is just disappointing.
is currently sitting in third place.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to at least try to birdie this 18th hole so that way I can maintain third by myself without Paulson trying to tie
Let's
me.
come down to this.
But
The
second
final
place
hole.
has already gotten
Welcome
down
to
to
the
18 under. First place is still 19, so I'm still 5 off that lead. Wind at my back. I'm going to aim for it right there. We should be golden. Beautiful swing.
Well, this should find the short grass.
Yes, it should. It's going to fly that little raging rapids and get some good roll. Look at that. 345 yards down the fairway.
From around 170 yards here.
That's only 170 yards on the second
downwind,
shot.
tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
But the elevation and all that is kind of goofy for me. But we have an 8-mile-an-hour wind. I am going to take the 7-iron still. I like what it can do for me.
Going with the 7.
Good strength, good power. Really done. Oh, this is setting us up. Look at that. Right close on our second
That's
shot.
well played.
We
Pin
may
high.
eagle the 18th hole,
This putt
ladies
for
and
a
gentlemen.
final score of 67.
Final score of 67. Here we go. Boom,
And that
center
will do
cup.
it. Here's
Made
Rufus
the
down here.
eagle. 16 under for the tournament. Third place.
When you
Wish
look
we had
back at the end of a
won, but
season,
still.
all these top 3 finishes, they really add up, don't they?
Gives you confidence going to the next year. They just have to figure out how to push and get over the finish line in first place.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvin.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for tuning in. Look forward to your company
What a
next
round.
time.
So if my calculations are correct, we should have made it to the PGA Tour. Should have earned our tour card. But let's advance and let's just check out that situation. Boom. Champion is promoted to the PGA Tour. Yes, yes, yes. And how did I respond? I'm thrilled with this result. I can wait to start playing. Playing on the PGA Tour. Ah, yes. Now comes the tough stuff. So our objectives on the tour: qualify for the FedEx Cup playoffs and the Tour Championship. Playoffs are top 125, Tour Championship 130. Win the Tour Championship and take home the FedEx Cup. Okay, so, you know, nothing too light. I didn't want the objectives to be too easy. Opponent difficulty normal. Yes, yes, yes. That's pretty much what I'm doing. See, normal difficulty, 7 to 10 under per round. That is just rough. But that's what it is. And so let's go ahead and get set up here. That is PGA Tour Pro. From now on, you have the opportunity to take on sponsorship contracts and unlock exclusive rewards. Since this is your first time they've arranged a contract for me. Once the sponsor contract is complete, you'll be free to browse and accept new contracts for a variety of brands. Okay. All right, let's see. Sponsors. Score 6 birdies or better. I'm assuming that's in a single round? Or is that just overall? Finish a round in a PGA event with a score of -4 or better. Place in the top 10 of an event. Okay. So we will take that on in the next episode. We will have our first tournament. The Golf Club Open at Katagawa Country Club. And so I will catch y'all in that episode in our final round of that tournament. And until then, everybody, just remember to like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed for all the Champion or Champion Sons content, really. And I'll catch y'all next time. So, as always, stay safe and later, y'all.